County area, and some guys here in Edmonson County reached out to me about getting you on here. They said you were quite the personality, but a great player. So, we got a lot of questions to talk about, man. But one thing I want to hop straight into is talk about your college experience a little bit for me. Talk about these last 3 years at Eastern Kentucky and what we can expect out of you this junior year.
Oh man, my college experience has been awesome. Uh, you know, I think a lot of people know that I'm going into my third year here, and in today's day and age, it's not very common for people to be at a college for 3 years. Everybody always wanted to transfer and get a little upset and then hit the portal, but that's not me. So and I really love this place.
Oh yeah,
Um, and I think that I'm going to take a big step. I already have as far as leadership and just being on the floor more. That's my ultimate goal. But as a team, we got a really good team, very very talented. Obviously, we got to put that together. We have 9 new guys, so we got to learn each other, learn our system, and things of that nature. But we lost a lot, but we're not going anywhere. We're going to keep that momentum from last year heading into this upcoming year.
Eastern Kentucky, man, is a school that a lot of kids dream about going to. It's a big time school, especially for those in the state of Kentucky. It's something that people look at. Speak about coach for me a little bit, because there's people all the time who, has Eastern Kentucky's on their list. They think about going there, they consider it. But you, a guy who's been able to play there, has had a great time so far. Speak about coach and why that place is just such a good environment to be.
I mean, coach is always full of energy. Like you never gonna catch him like, oh man, like he don't got it today. He's always on 10. Some people would say so. But he's also a coach that you want to play for. He's not. You're the best player, the worst player. He's gonna coach you the same,
Yeah.
and you get better here. Like it's hard playing for him. It's hard getting in shape to press for 40 minutes, but and not a lot of people want that nowadays. A lot of people want easy, but it's not easy here, and that I don't want easy. So that's the unique thing about our team. We don't have guys who are soft, uh, and coach he's honest, he's hard on us, but when game day comes around, I always tell people he's kind of just turned into a cheerleader for us and just pours confidence into us. So it's and adding on to that, if you're a shooter, he don't care if you shoot it from 30 feet. He's screaming at me to shoot it from 30 feet, and if I don't, then he'll still scream at me.
Oh, yeah.
So it's something that I like and I thrive in. So yeah, coach is great.
With the coaching staff there at Eastern Kentucky, the community, the support. We spoke about the gym and the future, a new gym coming around. It's a great place to be, and I think a lot of guys with
Oh
Eastern
yeah.
like top five, top threes recruitings. I think it's a great place to be. I want to kind of just talk about you as a person, man. A lot of people know you. We've had some people in here already saying what's up, tuning in. But when I ask people about you, they called you a gym rat. They say you lived in the gym, you work hard. You've worked for all this that you've got. We've had some big time guests on, and one thing they always talk about is hard work. And at the end of the day, when you look at it, the hard work really does pay off. Uh, Talk about growing up in the gym, man. Being pushed to be great, working hard. You've had multiple trainers. When did you really first start taking this basketball game serious and putting in all this work?
My dad was a head coach for almost 20 years, and since I could, well, before I could even walk, I was in a stroller or whatever at his practice watching,
Yeah,
uh, and just growing up in the gym, just it allowed, I never really knew anything different than basketball, and luckily I'm I'm where I am today. Um, you know, and then obviously my little brother, he's my biggest fan, he's my super fan. Always jumping up and down at the games. And then just my grandparents that I still have here, that they're always supporting me and been a great support system for me. So but I can't say enough about my family. Um, they've just done a lot for me. They still come to all my home games, drive 2.5 hours to the game, and then right after the game, I go 2.5 hours back, and then get up for work in the morning. So they make a lot of sacrifices, and that's the main word that I would use is they made sacrifices for me my whole life, and I wouldn't be here without them.
I want to go ahead and let's talk about high school a little bit. You played 4 years with Bowling Green. We talked about your stats. So tell me about, starting freshman year. Going into freshman, you were a 4-year starter. You said, what was the experiences like your first year of high school basketball?
Yeah, so when I first got there, I wasn't starting. And that was a big adjustment for me because every year, every AAU team that I'd ever been on my whole life, I had started on. Every middle school team I was on, I had started on. So that was an adjustment for me. I found out quickly that I was now at a top 10 program in the state, and stuff. Wasn't going to be handed to you.
Oh yeah,
So I had a lot of adjusting to do as a basketball player. And I think halfway through the season, we played our rivals, and I just went crazy my freshman year. They were having a lot of trouble stopping me. And then right after that game, that was about halfway through the season. I started to start as a freshman, and then it was, but freshman year was a big freshman year of high school was a big piece for me. I went through a lot of just at that age, you kind of soft. And I just thought me not starting was the end of the world.
yeah.
But it was a blessing in disguise. You know, it taught me, I'm not gonna be handed stuff and everything like that. So, my freshman year of high school is one of my favorite years ever, just looking back on it because I had to go through some adversity.
I want to come back, obviously, and talk about, sophomore, junior, senior, building up those.
He really challenged me to lead. Every team needs a leader, and I learned how to lead that year.